Oh, sorry, apparently I have gas. I don't know if you guys could hear that. If you can, it's disgusting, and I apologize. Anyway, it's a little bit different than the other builds I played because it's primarily running this card over the glint siphoner slash servant slash, squires thingy. Don't really know how I feel about it. If there's a large number of red decks running around, it might turn out to be okay, but they have a pretty robust removal suite, even if that is a true statement. So I'm trying to quickly look up the Reduke build of it while we're talking, because I don't remember what his other 2-drop was. Oh, they just don't have another 2-drop. Okay. But anyway, so that's about the only big change. I thought the glints have been pretty good, so I'm not a big fan of this. However, not playing the glints does let us not play Effort Hubs, which makes our mana a little bit better. I've never actually liked a Servant, so I don't mind that. I'm pretty interested in trying this out. This won the vote last I had looked, Jordan. I did not audible. This was what won the vote. This was a deck that I posted on my Twitter. I gave people 4 or 5 options, and this is the one that had won earlier. Not very many people voted. I think this had 3, and some of the other options had 2. So I think I might have had like 7 or 8 votes total. I'm not sure. But anyway, this was the one that got the biggest vote. I'm gonna have to pause for a moment. And we'll accept this queue. I'm currently washing my hands, by the way. My dinner has apparently left a weird peppery smell on them, even though I do not eat peppers. That's kind of weird. I'm not going to keep a 1-land hand. I'm not going to keep a no-land hand. Alright, we'll keep this. Hopefully the Merfolk Ranch Stalker will get us into more lands. I have no removal spell, which is something I find absolutely devastating in this format. Unfortunately, we hit a removal, but we still just cannot keep that removal. Oh, obviously. Like, playing that removal on 3 would have just been too bad, so, I don't think we can keep it. If they're doing this, it indicates to me that they almost definitely have a Hazard in their hand. So as long as we keep hitting lands, we have a chance to beat the Hazard. Can't imagine they'd have anything else other than Hazard in that spot and make that same play. And we're down to 9 real quick. That's fun. Anyway, we're not just dead. Like we definitely... Come on, Snoop. Yeah. Hopefully... This is pretty bad for us, actually. Alright. So we're going to block here. Hey, James, what's up, man? Go ahead and deal damage there. That's not the right one. Go ahead and kill this. And basically just die if we don't draw land. Yep. Basically just dead then. I have no idea how many lands are in this deck. At least that's a positive for us. Only take 1 damage this turn. So we have to take 1 damage no matter what. But we still have to block this guy and then sack and kill that, which kind of sucks. Not a lot, man. Mulliganed, I think twice, not drawing lands. Not very fun. Right on time. Extra walking ballista. Fun times, but luckily that card's not that great here because of the walking ballista. This is a quickly snap block. Okay. So we're not just dead. It's getting worse and worse. Probably get to do no blocks this turn and take 5. Might even take more. Oh, that's just lethal then. Congratulations. Kind of frustrating to lose like that. For the first night, or for the first game of the stream. Like, it's gonna happen sometimes, but it just sucks that it happens in the first game. Well, we definitely want this thing. We definitely want these things. I think we definitely want this thing, but maybe we don't need all those on the play. Brontodons are actually things that can block here. I don't think I want Essence Scatters. We already have 2 Contempts, which doesn't feel like enough, but can definitely drop some Nissas. I think we can dump some Rishkars too, like they can just die with shock on the stack. Kinda want to get rid of this, but it can get a Hazoret, so like maybe it's worth keeping. I've always felt this card was really bad in these matches though, so I am just going to drop it. And that leaves me with not having any idea what the last card is. Considering getting rid of a Blossoming Defense. It's like a Blossoming Defense or one of these 1,000,000 3-drops, right? Maybe the Scarab, but like you can often just draw Scarab and win this match. And we'll get rid of a Blossoming Defense. Seems kind of like counterintuitive to take out a Blossoming Defense versus a deck that's going to have like an infinite amount of removal spells in it. So we had 24 lands. And another 1 land hand. Alright, I guess we keep this one. These draws have been absolutely atrocious so far. Like, not even reasonable they've been so bad. Yeah, kind of wish we had our other black mana back now. Hey, Rob, what's up, man? I think I'm actually going to put that in the graveyard. We need lands. Kind of interesting. Right on time, Wildgrowth Walker. We're glad that you showed up after we explored. I don't think that card will be doing anything. I think I'm just going to take the draw step here. Maybe we had enough 3-drops that it wasn't worth that, but... Alright, well that just feels good. That just feels good, folks. Then we got this big angry 2/4. So it's just like died hazards and phoenixes and stuff. Maybe I should have played a walking ballista. If I played a walking ballista, we could have. Did something somewhere over a rainbow? Alright, I guess I'm going to attack with these 4. I'd rather block with Ravenous Chupacabra if I'm blocking at all. Of course, it's pretty bad if he has Land Glorybringer, but if he has Land Glorybringer, do we even win? So there's Land Glorybringer. Probably can't win then. I think our best chance is to race still. If he's got another Glorybringer, oh my gosh, we'll be sad. This deck only has 2 Vraska's Contempts in it, which makes me wonder how it actually wins. Okay. Don't think he can attack here. If he can't attack there, that was kind of awkward. Alright, so we can pump up the Walking Ballista and just kill the Glorybringer if we want. We can attack with everything and put him at 2. Attacking with everything, putting him at 2 basically leaves us dead on board. I think he's kind of priced into killing the Walking Ballista, so don't think I care about that. Hello. Well, we'll keep that then. Well, we drew a Vraska's Contempt, so we have a chance. A pretty good chance. I feel that Vraska's Contempt there felt great. Yeah, okay, bonus done. I was gonna say that Vraska's Contempt felt great. Alright, well, I did not think we had any chance whatsoever to beat him this game. Yet we managed to. I'm impressed. I still don't want to bring in the hostage taker, especially if hey Hoochie, especially if he's got Glorybringers, because it's just way too many things that he can have that can kill it. Maybe Essence Scatters are fine. Maybe Blossoming Defense just isn't good enough. Do I have mismatched Essence Scatters? Okay, I do not have mismatched Essence Scatters. Thankfully. I just can't afford all of these. I think you're our worst 3-drop. This one has too much synergy with this and this. And this thing gains life. Let's try this. The Brontodon feels better than a Scarab, I guess, but Scarab wins the game. Alright, I'm willing to try this. Feels so odd to take out snakes. Alright, well, we get to keep an opening 7. Feels great. Feels great, fam. I mean, I wouldn't mind to draw 3 lands in a row, but it still feels great. 1. Please no kill baby snake. Baby snake not do nothing to you. Botanical Sanctum next turn would be... Actually, I guess I'd prefer Blooming Marsh, wouldn't I? This kind of sucks because even a shot kills this thing. But we drew none of our few removal spells. We don't have very many removal spells in this deck, so... Oh god, that feels so good. He didn't kill our sneaky snake. That feels so good. It's the first match I've played with it, Lucas, but I kind of feel like they need Scarab to win. So, I don't know that it's better, but like, don't feel bad. Kind of want to be greedy and play the other snake. That's probably too greedy. Probably just too greedy. If we don't hit the land, it doesn't matter. Oh, Chihuahua. Goodbye. Goodbye, whining. Oh. Kind of interesting. Didn't feel super profitable for him, but like, maybe he's got another Chandra or something. So we got out of that turn pretty decently. And we hit the land that we needed, but we hit it a turn too late. So we're just going to hold up the Scarab God, or sorry, we're going to hold up the Essence Scatter here. And hope to be able to like hit whatever his big spell is. And then like play a, maybe a... Well, we're tapping out next turn, right? I think this is good enough to kill. Problem is he doesn't have bad draws now, because like even Earthshaker Kenra's like comes down as just an absolute beast from here. Alright, well Kenra's considerably less good now because of that, but he could hit a million things. Really want to see a land here? If he plays anything but a land, we just lose. Oh gosh. That's a frustrate. Alright, so we can't draw a black mana, and we can't draw Vraska's Contempt all in the same draw, so we just easily lose to red, which we're playing this deck specifically to beat red, so that was a bit frustrating. If we're struggling versus the red decks, what are we going to beat? Struggled with lands all 3 games. Why didn't we keep Essence Scatter and play Snake Hold Up Scatter for next turn? Because he had a Earthshaker Kenra in his graveyard, and he has a higher percentage chance to hit a land and use the Earthshaker Kenra than any other draw in his deck. Or like any other relevant draw in his deck. So like we can't just sit behind the Essence Scatter forever. We have to be able to deploy a threat the next turn, or we're just going to lose to the Kenra when he hits the land. We also couldn't play Snake and hold up Scatter, right? We had we only had 2 duels whatsoever. Well, maybe we could. Did I mess that up? I kind of want to look at the replay now. Could I play Scatter and hold up Snake? I had to be able to play Scatter and hold up Snake, didn't I? There's just no way that I couldn't have. Yeah, I probably punted that game somewhere then. Well, I wasn't gonna. Yeah, I think I messed that game up incredibly badly. Anyway, we'll play this. What's this guy say? What's still it? Every time you explore, you get +1/+1 and 3. I probably punted that game real badly. Yeah, seems like I messed that up super badly then. Why didn't I play the Snake? Was there a reason I didn't play the Snake? Oh, the Snake came into play tapped. Okay, so I didn't mess up then. Okay. God, I was worried there for a second. I was trying to figure out how I couldn't do them both on the same turn. But yeah, the Snake don't come into play tapped. Thank you so much, Christian. I would not have remembered that on my own. Hopefully he doesn't kill this. Just play your like little glint siphoner or whatever, friend. Do not kill this. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm not putting that in my graveyard. I know we don't have the land for it yet, but it probably is the clearly best thing we can do in this match, so. What I do not know what Enter the Unknown is. Yeah, but the Beaumont Courier is kind of like a it's kind of like a Planeswalker, right? Like if I let it attack me that turn, I take 3 damage that turn, and he draws 2 cards at minimum next turn. Like letting him draw 2 cards is a big number of cards. Like that's not nothing. Letting him draw 2 cards just seemed unreasonable. And I was hoping to play Scarab God. Like the best plan was to use. Alright, well apparently I should have played Walking Ballista pre-combat. Well, I wasn't winning the game if I didn't draw untapped land, I don't think. I have no idea what he's playing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and kill that thing. Is that playing black, blue, unfavorable winds, maybe? Yeah, I don't think that card's particularly good. If you could guarantee that you always have a land, that would probably be great, but like, it's going to be pretty medium in the middle games and stuff, I think. We play this for 2, tick it up to 4. I have no idea what he could have to like pump this. Well, we definitely want one of those. Just put the other one on the bottom, and hopefully we'll be able to start Scarab Godding soon. We do get to press F6 now, though, which is always quality. Just cycled pre-combat. There has to be some kind of Pirate Lord, right? Chupacabra seems like good versus his deck. I'm gonna go ahead and play this thing. Just kill both of these and go on about our day. He knows we have a Scarab in hand, so like, I guess there's some percentage chance that he concedes here. Seems like it's kind of hard for him to beat the Nissa and the Scarab. It doesn't seem impossible, but it does seem hard. I don't know, maybe. I think I'm pretty happy using the Essence Scatter on the Beaumont. What do we get here? Don't want either of these. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that card. Doesn't do anything here. Yeah, he's done. What was the opponent's record? 0-2. Okay. Didn't want to be rude, but I was going to be impressed if opponent was doing a lot of winning. I guess we'll take our little thing that gains us some life. I don't like these blossoming defenses in these decks at all. Guess this, maybe I don't want those on the draw, but maybe I can bring them back in on the play. Go try this. Hey, we got a bunch of good cards. I have no interaction, but I guess there's only like 8 interactive spells in this entire, well, 7 in the main deck. I guess you could argue that the Walking Ballistas are interactive spells. Does make Catscale Freebooters worse. Oh, hello, Sneaky Snake. He's gonna have a removal spell for the first one, right? I think he's gonna have a removal for the first one. Watch your stream all the time. I don't talk. Nice, man. Congrats. Yeah, I really like the approach decks. Approach decks are super fun. I think I have a new video going up today. I believe the best deck in Standard to be red. That's my opinion, but, you know, I'm a nobody, so. I do believe the best deck in Standard's red, though. Oh, that isn't red. Sorry, I apparently misunderstood your question. That isn't red. Yeah, English. You wouldn't know it by talking to me, but I can barely speak English. Well, I guess you probably would know it by talking to me. The best non-red deck. It's kind of an interesting question. I believe this standard format's actually rotating quite often. I think like from week to week it's kind of changing a bit. So, like last week, the second best deck may have been like black white tokens or whatever. If I had to pick a deck out of a hat, or if I had to pick a deck on just like a blanket, like week in, week out, what would be the second best deck besides red? Probably the green-red monsters deck. I think that deck's actually really strong. I think it's actually pretty good. I think it's pretty well positioned too. I think it's got a pretty reasonable, so he's got very nice double blocks now on this guy, which kind of sucks. He's attacking, sweet. So that means no good double blocks for him. Yeah, I would say the green-red aggro deck, like the Candio, not necessarily the Candio 75, but like that general theme. There's a good argument that it's like blue-black Chard or like Sultai Chart and or like Grixis Phoenix as well. Like all of those cards are like at least in the conversation. I feel like our opponent's losing this race by a lot, but he wants to keep having this race, so that scares me. He knows a lot of our hand. Yeah, that's why I mentioned like the Grixis and the Grixis and the shoot. Man, I cannot talk to save my life. The Grixis and the blue, black, and Sultai chart decks are probably the best Scarab shells, and the green, red aggro deck is probably the best. Probably the best Phoenix shell. I would say Grixis, but like the Grixis, the lands in Grixis is just really subpar. I'm not sure what opponent's waiting on here. The only thing that I can think of is he's got a Fatal Push and trying to figure out how to play it properly. So I guess I'm just going to attack with all of these in. This is like kind of bad if he untaps and plays like a Bantu's Last Reckoning or something, but if I like kill one of these blockers pre-combat to try to present lethal, well, one, we don't even present lethal, we can only do 6 damage, but like 2 just turns on Fatal Push anyway. What are you struggling with the red matches? The only things I struggle with whatsoever so far with the red matches is mirrors and like other aggro decks, like some snake decks. You know, the token decks of Regal Caracal are hard, but like the token decks without Regal Caracal are a cakewalk. But like the red deck's really good at like punishing the blue-black chart deck, punishing the blue-black control deck, punishing the Grixis Phoenix decks, punishing the Grixis control decks. Really? That's surprising. That's actually surprising. That's one of your better matches. It's like one of the active reasons to want to play the red deck. Maybe it was the build or something. My build's a little bit different, but let me link him. Like, I don't know if you've watched this guy's stream. He's going to be playing red again tomorrow, he said. Let me see if I can get his stream. Oops. Yeah, he's going to be playing red deck tomorrow, I think he said. But, like, he's got a sideboard guide on his Twitter. I assume that links to his Twitter. And, like, he, like, really tries to work on the deck quite a lot. Okay. So you have the same build as Matt. Yeah, I mean, like, I still think it's pretty well positioned. Marco Cavallio? Is that how you pronounce his name? Like, he just won the Ilmo CS with it. I think he went 10-0, but I won't swear. Like, I thought his build was pretty good. It has a little less, a few less cards for the mirror in it because the mirror wasn't really popular that weekend, but, like, it's got, like, a lot of good ideas in it. He's got like a couple Phoenixes. He's got 3 Glory Bringers. He's got 3 Chandras. So like, he's got like a lot of tools to beat like the Grixis matches and stuff. Like he's got like a lot of pretty nice tools in this deck. The only card that I don't love in this whole deck is this like Firebrand. I would rather personally just run another Abrade, but like the Firebrand I guess is okay in the mirror. So like that might be some place to start. And I like how I closed it when I could have just linked it, but. Like this dude's real smart. I can't comment on how much he's tested or whatever. So like I don't know if this was just a I'm qualified let's play or like he put a lot of work into it or whatever. I can't tell you either of those things. But like it's a pretty solid list and he's a very good player. Hey, Austin's and Sweet Matt, what are you into, Mr. Sweet or Mrs. Sweet? I guess I shouldn't gender assume. I have to just assume that 99% of the people that would listen to the Red Deck Tragedy has to be a male, though. Because, like, my mom don't even want to talk to me, so. Hey, Darth, what it is, homie? Well, that's disappointing. So they didn't play a 2-drop whatsoever. Oh, cool. Another snaky snake. That means they can kill the first one and we don't care. Don't you kill it. Sweet. Woohoo! Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Oh, he's a Grixis deck. Sure. Oh, wow. We get to make decisions this turn. Decisions are fun. I guess I don't care if he attacks one turn of this. The only way this is bad if he, like... Yeah, I'm pretty fine with this. Another snake. We're already kind of choked on black mana. We'll keep this one. That card's sweet here. We got a 6/5. That doesn't happen real often. It's happened 2 games in a row for us. Like, if I'm going to complain about this happening to us, I got to be pretty excited about when we hit with it, too. What's the opponent going to have this turn? Is he going to have, like, the big Veraska now? Yeah, we definitely get to make sweet plays next turn. We get to, like, either play the branch. No! No! Oh, okay. Fine with that. Absolutely fine with that one. I got scared for a second. Would you like to block my sneaky snake? We've had really bad mana with this deck. Like, the mana of this deck has just been unreasonable. Maybe the mana's just not very good, who knows? We have a real hard time beating a Scarab God, aren't we? So we're like kind of crossing our fingers and saying, screaming "No Scarab God" at the top of our lungs. Oh, sweet! So we dodged Scarab God for at least a turn. That feels rock solid. Ooh. Let's go ahead and start with this. No, it hit a land. We didn't want to land right now. Rude opponent, rude. Does he really not have a removal spell? He didn't kill a Winding Constrictor in response to either of those. Kinda don't know what he could have here. I kinda don't know what he can have here. Doesn't feel to me like maybe he's got like a Magma Spray or something, I guess. If he had a Magma Spray, he probably should have killed the Branch Walker before it explored. Okay, nice. I'm pretty sure we can beat a Glimmer now. Or sorry, we can beat a Scarab now. we have a lot of like little fishy things going on. I like doing underwater stuff. Above water. Don't you do it. You leave Glorybringer at home, oh Paleo. That's not leaving Glorybringer at home at all, is it? What's he killing? So he's killing a snake, so he's taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's just dead on board to that. Even without a pump, he's dead on board. And the pump deals an extra 4 damage. So I guess he just didn't have any other out there. He's just dead on board. He just wanted to show me a Glorybringer. He's like, I still got all this dragon. All this big old Dargon. This dragon looks suspiciously like a crocodile to me, by the way. That Gunner mentioned that earlier, and now I can't not see it. I'd never noticed it before. I think it's because I mainly used the promos. Alright, so Essence Scatter feels good here. That's about it. I guess Death Gorger doesn't feel. Lifecrafter Bestiary feels fine. I wonder if negates are any good here. I don't think Fatal Pushes seem good. We already have Walking Ballistas to like clean up Siphoners, and that's probably the only thing we care about cleaning up. His Wildgrowth Walkers don't seem particularly wonderful here, but I don't think we have anything better in our sideboard. Maybe we can just get rid of the Wildgrowth Walkers for some Duresses that I don't really want. That seems like the plan, right? Bring in these Duresses that I don't even want. Maybe I do want these. Well, they should call it a flying crocodile then. I don't think I want the negates or the duresses. Are the Wildgrowth Walkers just good enough then? Oh my god, I took out a Winding Constrictor. When did I did not click this. I did not. Mind's blown. I have no idea how I accidentally clicked that card. Oh my god. That's frustrating. I took out a Winding Constrictor. I have at least 4 cards in my deck I don't even want yet. I still took out a Winding Constrictor. Misclick. Well, that's fun. Huh. I'll save this Evolving Wilds to our end of our opponent's turn, and he'll have no idea whether we're playing the colors we're playing. Haha. This sucks for us, and he even has the energy for it. So, one time, Walking Ballista, you can be there for us. You're not there for us. Wah, 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 wah. I don't really want to put that in the graveyard, but I guess I will not still. I'm just going to draw it. Don't want to put it in the graveyard at all. Now we don't have to worry about getting the first one counterspelled or killed. We also 100% don't have an answer to the Glint Siphoner now. Would block that if I was able to. Not able to, so. I want our Sneaky Snake back. Don't care to trade this with this. I'm trading my 2-drop for his 3-drop. That feels pretty good. Hello. At least bluff a Blossoming Defense, I guess. So this negate very well could have been a Sneaky Snake. Don't know if it would have been the negate or the duress, but like one of them would have been a Sneaky Snake for sure. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, he got to tick up and do it too. What a delight. What an absolute delight, opponent. still have to kill this thing? Goodbye, Merfolk Branchwalker. We will miss you. You were our favorite, Merfolk Branchwalker. Ha! No land for homie. That feels good. This does not feel good. Of 2 contempts in the deck, like some walking ballistas, like potentially try to ring that thing in. He's looking to block though. Wah, 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 wah. Didn't attack. Sure. Well, hopefully he wastes his entire turn trying to play like a big spell. And we get to slap that little Chandra. Oh, that's a big spell. Looks really good on this board too. But it's not. Ooh, 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 stand alive. Please don't kill our scarab buddy. If opponent has an untapped land in the Scarab God, he gets to even bring back Glorybringer? How good is that? Please no untapped land and Scarab. Gonna be on a very small amount of outs if he has the old untapped land Scarab. Spoiler, we're not on very many outs either way. Well, that seems good at least. You homie. Did you do it? No, he did it. He did it. I don't know if opponent knows this. But we're only 4 turns away from getting froggy with this. We're a lot more than 4 turns away. We're only 2. No! No! Alright, 1 out, or so we got 2 outs. Hey, Walking Ballista gives us another turn. We just dead, ain't we? We're 1 mana away. Yeah, we just dead. Stone, no outs. The first critique of this deck is it not having 4 Vraska's Contempts is appalling. Do not play any of these decks without 4 Vraska's Contempts. Just not going to double Fatal Push his own Chupacabra. Yep. Okay, well. I don't think the rest is very good. We definitely want the snake back. I think I'm fine with negates. I kind of want these now, too. Kind of just want to be putting pressure on him all the time. Huh. Maybe Rishkar is not good enough. Like, Rishkar kind of requires us to get nutty draws. We're probably winning most games that we have nutty draws anyway. Just gonna get rid of these in this. I think I'm still gonna keep the negates. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't keep the negates either. I think I'm gonna keep them though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them. Alright, I guess I'll keep this hand. Oh, please, explore cards, be as good as I want you to be. I just want to hit every land in the deck off our homies. The greed! I'm gonna play this guy first. Yeah, if I draw a land, I might play the other walker as well. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack and play the other walker. We're getting greedy up in here. I would have assumed he would have killed one of those this turn. Yeah, it looks like he's still going to. Like, trying to save our better cards for a little bit. Based on what he does with this turn, will probably inform my Wildgrowth or Evolving Wilds decision. Alright, it's informed. We're just getting a swamp. Or sorry, forest for the Jade Lap. Alright. No counterspell, please. Especially if the mana we have. Alright, great. Wonderful. Oh, missing a land drop this game makes it pretty hard to do anything. Maybe we could have just played the Nissa for 1 and ticked up. That might have been a better play. Is that in his hand? Alright. I can't actually keep this card because we don't have double land anyway. Nobody wants to hear my thoughts on the unbannings, man. Nobody wants to hear me talk about unbannings because I'm not happy about them. I think these unbannings today might be the most offensive thing Wizards of the Coast has ever did. I 100% believe about a year ago or something ridiculous, Wizards of the Coast decided, you know, a lot of our sets haven't done as well as we wanted to. How can we get our next master set to sell? And like they've planned this ever since then, I think, with zero idea whether they thought it would actually be good for the format or not. I think they cared absolutely none whether this would be good for the format or not. And I'm not saying, like, this opinion doesn't say whether that I think it'll be good or not. Like, I don't think they care. I think they had already made up their mind. For like say 8 blue-white decks had top 8 at the Pro Tour, I still think we get this unbanning. Alright, well we have to put that one in the graveyard. Guess I could attack first, but I'm lazy. Let's put that one in the graveyard too. It may end up not actually being that bad in practice, but like I'm offended by the idea because I think it was decided regardless. I've said on record that I think it'll get rebanned in the first year, but like that's really like talking of hyperbole. I don't actually think Jace is going to take over the format whatsoever. I think it's going to just shift the format to make it less and less fun. Like I think there'll be more Tron decks, more combo decks, more like humans and stuff like that. Really need our blue land. Oh god, that was a beautiful draw, assuming that he doesn't have it. Don't have it, homie. He still has 2 cards in his hand, though, and we don't have our blue mana, so, like, we're obviously not in good shape here. But, like, I literally believe around whatever little table or whatever where they made this decision, they were like, we gotta find a way to make this upcoming master set sell. Let's do XXX. We could care less whether we need to reban it. But I always think worst case scenario. I'm a worst case scenario type of guy. Z-Magic? Not really, because I'm a type of guy that wants infinite information, so like I like seeing if a deck's going to repeat its performance over and over and over. Like, if the deck's going to do well over a large period, I like seeing that. And like, we don't get to see that anymore. So we had an option earlier in the game where we could have just got... I think I'm still going to attack here because he's got so many removal spells that like, even if he trades, I'm fine with that. We could have got a blue mana earlier in the game, but like we already had a double green spell in our hand and 2 other green spells that we may want to cast on the same turn. And at the time, we didn't have the Scarab, I don't think, and we didn't have the Nissa, the second Nissa. We only had the first Nissa. It's actually kind of a play mistake. I probably should have killed those, but I'm not sure. Anyway, if we hit a blue mana before he hits a real threat, I assume we win. If not, I assume we lose. I mean, it is and it's not because the decks won't repeat, right? Like, you're going to see a larger collection of decks that 5-0, but, like, not every deck that 5-0s is reasonable. Tons of decks that 5-0 are just unplayable garbage. And it's going to be harder to, especially, like the first time somebody saw Blue-White Drake, like, I'm sure they never thought Blue-White Drake was remotely reasonable. But, like, then it pops up more. Same thing with Blue-White Approach. And then it pops up more, then it pops up more, and then people realize that it's an actual legitimate deck. You're not going to see that often this way. Alright, so he just hit Big Fred into Big Fret while we still never got our blue mana. But, like, yes, we will see a larger number of decks. We'll probably see... We're seeing 35 decks, a lot of repeats the other way. We're probably going to see like 50 to 60 decks this way. This is my random estimate. I'm not going by their article. So like that's good in a way for like the brewers or like streamers that just want to see you know, like different decks for their stream, want to play a large variety of streams. But like it's really bad for the like PTQ grinders and stuff like that have like, or like SCG grinders that have like day jobs and like can't really test as much because like a lot of that information really helped them, I thought. So we've basically struggled with mana every game of this league so far. And I'm just going to say this deck probably needs better lands. It definitely needs 2 Vraska's Contempts. Did we just fail to cash, or was that 1 and 2? Oh, sweet. So we still have the puncher's chance of getting the pity trophy, or the pity chest, or whatever. Why did it kick me out of queue? I don't know. Why? Why does it still show his stuff up there? I don't want to see that. What the heck? View deck. All right, here we go. Basically, Z Magic, I'm one of those people that you can never please. Like, I always find fault in something. I always look at the downside of everything. I'm a exceptionally negative person. I gave up with the green black decks. I was struggling to beat Godpharaoh's Gift, and I was struggling to beat all of these like blue black chart decks with like the 4 Scarab Gods. Like, only having 4 Vraska's Contempts to compete with the Scarab God decks was causing me a lot of trouble because of their card quality. And, God, this hand's terrible too, but I'll keep it. And the Godpharaoh Gift decks, they were just miserable matches. I think I ended up with like 2 or 3 negates and 2 or 3 crooks in my sideboard. And like, I still wasn't very confident with the Godpharaoh's Gift match. I'm not intelligent enough to know the actual meaning of cynical. I think I'd rather play the Fetid Pools. We don't have the second green mana to make this Wildgrowth Walker particularly good anyway, so I'd rather just play the Nissa and tick up. Well, your list is significantly different than mine too, so like maybe your list is just a better list than mine. They show me Efferhub. Am I going to play around a counterspell? I do not think so. I think the upside of this resolving is just too high. Mainly because we really, really need the land, so I certainly don't want that, but I will keep this. I'll definitely give it a try out at some point. It was what I was going to add to my list of potential decks today until I saw this deck, and I thought this deck just seemed neat. I still actually really like the look of this deck. I think it seems pretty neat. I just don't know if it is. Guess I'm just going to take this up again. This was terrible, by the way. Absolutely terrible that I did not use my Evolving Wilds before I did that. So now it doesn't matter where I put them. Like, I want rid of them no matter what. That was a trash bag play. Oh, wow. That was such a bad play. I heard that on somebody's stream somewhere, Zetman. But I know what it means. I looked it up. No, don't kill that thing. God, I'm so bad. I didn't have to lose that scry, and losing that scry is pretty relevant. I think I just want to play this. Just come at me, bro. I have a Scarab God. If he's got another Vraska's Contempt, I'll probably whine a little bit, but we'll be okay. There's technically not a creature in the graveyard for us to even buy back yet. I just wanted to get my Scarab God on the table before he got his Scarab God on the table. How good would a land be right now? I feel like a land would be real good right now. That's not a land. Huh. That's not a land at all. Alright, let's see if we can be cute. I'm gonna attack here because if he double blocks, I can play the Walking Ballista and clean the table up. If he doesn't double block, he's just gonna take 5. We'll start with this one. Wouldn't mind to get another forest, but we'll take... Ooh! That's kind of an interesting one. I don't think it's good enough. Yeah, I don't think it's good enough. I think I just really, really want to land. Yeah, I did 5-0 with that one list earlier in the season, but man, I struggled versus those decks. What have been your harder matches, Mr. Z Magics? No matter the cost. Love it. Not sure what I want our opponent to play here. Know what I don't want our opponent to play. I don't care about that at all. It feels like a win for me if he's playing that card. Can't beat blue-white tokens. Yeah, this seems pretty hard. Can I just want to bash with the world? Can kill his Rekindling Phoenix for like ever and ever. Forever ever? Could just say the hell with it too. I don't think I care about his Rekindling Phoenix anymore. Like how I accidentally just made my stuff bigger. I don't think I care about the Rekindling Phoenix anymore. Does he really have Essence Scatter, or is that a Fatal Push? Sure. I guess I'll put that in our graveyard. Nice. I got the land that I've been wanting. I played a Walking Ballista. You can't block. You can't triple block, I guess. Do I care if he triple blocks? You'd have to have another Fatal Push. But now you just can't triple block at all. Snake over Beyonce. I feel like we're pretty far ahead at the moment. Next turn, there's a good chance we get to steal his Rekindling Phoenix. Could be his only way to win the game. Well, not the only way to win the game. Hell, you just have another Scarab God. We'll cry like little girls. I said like little girls, but that was kind of rude. I meant to say, we want to be happy. We have to be able to find a way to win now, right? Just like doesn't feel like that's that much damage. Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm so bad! I'm so bad! I just punted this game. Why did I get another green mana? Now I can't cast the Chupacabra and use the Scarab God. This game wasn't losable and then I just lost. Wow, that's sick. This game was not losable and I just lost. I guess I still don't lose, do I? I don't know. So I play this and kill this now. Attack with them all. He blocks here, he blocks here. He takes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's still alive. And then we're dead on the crackback. We're not necessarily dead on the crackback. Speaking of hyperbole. Could also just Chupacabra this and go on about our day and not care. That seems like a reasonable thing that we could do. Man, I'm bad. Ooh, la 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 la. Yeah, that's probably our play. Sure loses to a lot of things, though. Hey, yeah. I guess this guy's not attacking then? Because he can just block it with a whirler? If I do, I missed it. Like, if we kill this guy, he blocks here, he blocks here. He's only going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He goes to 1, right? Unless I miscounted. So we can pump the Ballista 1. Then this guy will get in, and the Ballista will get in for 4. I think he only takes 7, unless I miscounted. Could have miscounted. You could be right. I did think about that, but I could have easily miscounted. Yeah. Like I thought the game was won. I grabbed a forest. I have no idea why I grabbed a forest. Then I untapped and started thinking about how to tap the mana, and I was like, oh my god, I am terrible. Whee! Well, like, I didn't think the game was quote-unquote won. I didn't know we had the 8th mana, but like I thought we had like lines to win this turn. Pretty sad that I potentially punted this game. It's like not completely over yet, but I definitely made some mistakes here. Like, we still have a chance to win. Because we can still at least kill the Glory, leaving us with 2 blockers for the Whirler Virtuoso and able to kill the 2 Thopters. So, like, we can still win. Shot the 1/1 Alpha? Wait, what? So, we could have killed this dude, pumped this dude, shot this dude, then attacked. He would have blocked this guy, and he would have still taken... Oh, he would have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, James's line wins. James's line definitely wins. Yeah, didn't even think about that. So I punted this turn twice, since we still had a winning line. Well, that's fun. I don't deserve to win. Yep, punted this turn twice for sure. That's a really good line, James. That's a really good line, James. We're currently 1-2, Sean, and we punted this game. We should have won this game in two different manners at least two different manners that we figured out. Like, him tapped out, we know we've won two different ways. And, yeah, missed both of them. So, that's fun. Let's try not to miss it again. Let's try not to miss it again. Alright, so we're just going to take this thing now. Get our extra point. Maybe we draw a land that lets us, Alright, he scooped. Well, he scooped when we remembered to do it. Well, I can't believe I missed that game twice. The line twice. Oh god. Oh, the pain. The pain. Wonder if this is how we're actually supposed to sideboard versus them. It feels okay. Deathforge Scavenger feels okay too, since we've saw Chupacabra. Or sorry, since we've saw Phoenix, but like, we don't really have ways to kill Phoenix, so. The only ways we have to kill Phoenix at all is Chupacabra. Never punish Angel Thump. Yeah, that was a really good line, James. Wow. I'm actually beyond impressed. What bug was that, Mr. Darf? We only have 2 Vraska's Contempts in this entire 75 as well. But like, I posted this on my Twitter and let my Twitter pick our deck, and this is what Twitter picked. This deck's from the 5-0 dump today. Can't be blamed if I didn't pick the deck, can I? Do we take the greedy play or the less greedy play? Taking the greedy play. I like how I tried to cycle that. Just gonna take the greedy play. No, we don't have double green, so I guess we'll dump that. Heroic Intervention, Raptor Hatchling. And the guy does 1 damage to all creatures when a dino enters the battlefield. Huh. That's crazy. What the? Land? That's not a land. Doesn't our opponent know we needed a land here? Guess we'll play this one because it's the guaranteed land. I'm definitely like making parenthesis thingies when I say that. I'm still going to attack. If he wants to give us the Glint Siphoner, I'm pretty happy. Wow, he's giving us a 2-for-1. I'm pretty happy about that. The only way he does that is if he has Scarab God in his hand, right? Just didn't have the land for it, but probably had it. Alright, well, I think we have to try to go for the land still. If we hit an untapped land off this, we can at least hold up Essence Scatter. We can just like Stone Telegraph it by not playing our tap land. Well, I don't want to take damage. I guess I'm attacking for more than he is. Sure, I'm attacking for more than he is. JK. JK. Can play the Scarab God, but no. Oh, I thought he was going to Essence Scatter this. We can't live till we get 8 mana, can we? So we have to find like a Walking Ballista or something to finish off the Rekindling Phoenix. 100% will block this time. Fool me once, shame on you or something. I don't know. Just stop killing me. That's what I know. Ooh! This might resolve. Go get him, J Light Ranger. Please don't kill me, bro. No counterspell, please. Don't you do it. Don't you tap mana. That's tapping mana. Oh, Supreme Will. Got us. And he had a Fatal Push. Eh? No, and he's got another double red spell. That one was brutal. So we have no outs then, do we? I guess we have some outs. Hey, BBC, what's up, man? So we have to hit like a Vraska's Contempt next turn, probably? Really hoping there's no removal spell coming from our opponent right now. That feels like a removal spell. Of course. Why wouldn't it be a removal spell? Why would it not be a removal spell? And we're dead. I have nothing we can hit because of the Chandra Torch of Defiance being able to just tick up. If he didn't hit that removal spell, we were in okay shape. Because he would have had to tick down to Chandra. And then we had like Scarab. Well, we didn't have like Scarab. I don't know. We're still, we had to draw Vraska's Contempt to even have a chance. Alright. I think we made decent decisions that game. Maybe we tried to deploy our mana too much in the early game. I'm not sure. My opponents like Chandra a lot more than me. Like, I would not have Chandra in the match versus this deck. Because I feel like most of these decks come down to like one person having an overwhelming favorite. I'm not going to change anything. Kind of want to bring in this Wildgrowth Walker, but I don't see anything to take out for it. Oh, hey JJ, what's up, man? Hey, what? What are you into, bub? Maybe I shouldn't have played the Winding Constrictor on 2. Maybe I shouldn't have went for the greedy play. Maybe I should have just played a Branch Walker and then like tried to double spell the Winding Constrictor later in the game. That could have been where we lost. Yeah, that was probably really bad. This deck's not easy to play. There's a lot to think about because there's so many different synergies in these cards. I definitely think I'm playing this game like total trash. I'll tighten up and really think about how to play these last round in a game or whatever. Maybe the Death Gorgers are better than Rishkars. Hey, sweet. I can see that. The attack for more. Let's try that. I feel like Moto's messed up somewhere along the way here. I don't think our opponent timed out in sideboarding. I think this is a Moto bug of some kind. And maybe I'm wrong. Looks like the game's loading now? Or is Moto crashing now? I have no idea. Alright, there we go. Game up. And... Alright, we'll keep this hand. When I have this many Explorer cards in my hand, I have to go for the greedy snake, right? Especially if he doesn't leave an untapped land up. If he leaves Fatal Push mana up, I guess I don't have to. Yeah, if he leaves Fatal Push mana up, I probably won't. But if he just like plays a tap land, I think I'm just going to slam it. If nothing else, it stops me from playing Glint. And if for some miracle reason he doesn't have it, we can play Jade Light Ranger and get massive. This actually could have been bad. Maybe I'm just supposed to play it as a double spell again. Whew. Be all that you can be, Jade Light Ranger. Screw you, Walking Ballista. Screw you. We finally did something, and we ended up doing nothing. Ay, caramba. Screw you, Walking Ballista. Fine. Whatever. I think he does have the removal spell now. Like, he's taking random pauses, so, like, I'm pretty sure his thing's dead. Oh, wow, it's just a Supreme Will? Well, that could have been a lot worse for us. That could have definitely been a lot worse for us. It seems like he's mana screwed. Maybe. Leave our sneaky snake alone, man. So no matter... Oh, wow. He's got an essence scatter? Wow. Tilt! We've explored 3 times now and not got an additional counter 1. We explored 3 times and didn't get 1 additional counter. Oh my gosh. Maybe we were supposed to leave with the Branch Walker and not that, but... This is a Glory Bringer because he's tapped double red. And cycle this. I have no idea, Koro. Hey, we've only drawn 9 lands and 16 cards. Like, there's a chance this could win the game. If he just plays Scarab God, this wins the game. If he just plays another one of these, it wins the game. Like, Chandra doesn't kill this thing. Which is nice. Another Glory Bringer's no good here. Rekindling Phoenix is pretty good, but at least it has to block. Obviously, Vraska's Contempt's really good here, too. I don't think putting him at 1 life and putting him at 3 is any different. I don't know, maybe it is, but like, then he gets to kill the Chupacabra next turn, so if he has a Vraska, you could be right. I was too busy tunnel visioning the Chupacabra killing the Glorybringer. There's a good chance you're right. Alright, so I'm playing like trash. James's line sounds better than my line there too. God, I'm playing this deck bad tonight. I have no excuse either. Feel relatively good for once. Then again, I've not ate today, so why I feel good. Can't get sick. Can't get sick from eating if I never eat. Can only get sick from not eating. Anyway, playing for the pity chest. Will we get our 12 or 120 play points back or whatever? This hand's good enough to keep. Pretty excited about this hand. I'm just going to assume that they never draw an answer to Winding Constrictor and we easily win. Wait, why does it say I'm 1-2? Definitely 2-2, right? Yeah, I'm definitely 2-2. Hey, Z Magic, if you're still around, how have the Foul Orchards been for you? No, don't be a Fatal Push deck. Not when we're kind of banking on 76 Winding Constrictors to do the Lord's work. Or, well, to do work. They don't have to have it, right? And even if they do, it's okay. We have 2. The only thing that sucks if they have it is we have to take our turn off to Fatal Push theirs. So, we really want them not to have it. That's terrible for us. Because we have to kill their snake, and I really don't want to. I don't want to kill this at all. At least we do have double spell for the following turn. Is it wrong of me to kill this? I don't think I want to kill it. I think I'd rather just try to deal one if he has one more dude. Good night, Darthman. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for telling us about that coolness. Interesting. Do I care more about him having mana or do I care more about him having a large branch walker? Think I would rather kill the Rishkar. Though I guess that was terrible of me. That was just terrible of me. I was trying to play around Blossoming Defense, and I don't know if it was worth it. Like, we successfully did it, but I still don't know if it was worth it. Because, like, if he just not attack there, you know, like, then, like, we failed really bad at trying to play around something. Like, the whole reason I didn't sack it is because I was afraid of Blossoming Defense. But, like, maybe that's just wrong. Maybe I just can't care about Blossoming Defense in that spot. Could have worked out, though, I guess. Not happy. That would have been one more damage, I think, wouldn't it? Yeah, that was probably a better play, too. The same as I should have attacked this turn as well. Really need to draw black mana or we're probably not winning this game. Yeah, I definitely played these games bad, didn't I? Pretty much have to hit a swamp this turn, I think. Gonti's really good. I don't even have that many untapped black sources. This was really bad. It's not 3 more damage because I can't attack with the 2/3, but it is 1 more damage. Because we ended up doing 3 damage the one way and we would have done 4 damage the other way. Because, like, if we don't kill Rishkar, this guy can't attack. But it was 1 more damage. I don't like the fact that they have such decisions to make. They have this thing and this thing too, which are both problems. That's not a black mana, but oh my god, is that good. That makes our life decisions simpler. Do I want this card? Probably not. I just really need the black mana. Same as I probably don't want that card for a similar reason. And because this one has Death Touch, I actually do have to do this one now. So he has to kill the walking ballista. He's got to do a lot now. He should be at 6 life if I hadn't made a mistake. He currently can't attack for the Jade Light Ranger. This could just be Big Dog. Yep, it's just Big Dog. He can't attack though, because if he attacks, he's dead on board. Kind of an interesting one. Oh, where is our land at? Oh, where is it at? So what are our best attacks now? If we just attack with everything, say he blocks the 2 biggest, we put 2 counters on that. So we deal 5, 6, 7. So he's dead no matter what. If he blocks the 2 biggest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Just don't misclick. Didn't expect to win this game when we're like stranded with these double black cards. Man, so we only have 2 Vraska's Contempts versus him? That feels miserable. Make sure we have F3 pressed and like don't let him accidentally block this and kill it or something. Alright, so we managed to get game 1 on some very loose play. What can we do for game 2? I think this card's pretty good here. Ooh! This card has to be good here, right? Because it's like bigger than most of the ground dudes, while also being able to kill the big daddy. The big daddy Dizzle. I think Fatal Push is pretty good here as well. This is probably not great here. It's kind of hard to protect. Like, I feel like these decks are just front runner decks. I kind of want to take out the Rishkar, but like Rishkar was amazing that game. Wildgrowth Walker seems like it can change races too, but like maybe it's not good enough. Definitely keeping the Ravenous, the Vraskas, the Hostage Takers, and the Scarabs. Definitely keeping the Jade Light Rangers. So like the cards that I'm not sold on are like a couple of these, a couple of these, or a couple of these. Potentially even like 1 or 2 of these, but like I think I want to keep them. Like being able to protect this or this from like Vraska's Contempt seemed pretty good. I'm leaning towards just cutting a couple Branch Walker, or I definitely don't want to cut the Walking Ballistas because he showed us Glint, so I take that back. That was a dumb idea. I'm leaning towards some of the Wildgrowth Walkers. It's like where my primary thought is, some of these Wildgrowth Walkers, but like we don't have a lot of 2-drops in this deck. That Koro's voting for Walkers as well. Yeah, I think it's just going to be the Walkers. I think I would actually sideboard them all out, except I can't think of something I want to bring in. Yeah, man, Walking Ballista is insane in these matches. Especially, like, Walking Ballista is not necessarily as good versus our build, but, like, you can kill You can kill all of the Explorer guys pretty cheaply. We have to keep this hand, but it's not spectacular. And it can kill, like, the Glint Siphoners, which he definitely showed us, so... Like, it can kill quite a few things. Right, we're just going to lead with this guy. That way he has to at least be worried about turn 2 Snake or not. Alright, no turn 2 Snake for him. He's got a Foul Orchard to his hand. I think I'm actually going to keep that. We didn't have a great 3-drop anyway, and I actually like that card. It is one of the best cards in Green Black Snake. I can't deny that whatsoever, but like... they're not always great in every match. So even if they are one of the better cards in the deck, it's something you can still occasionally cut. I don't think I can ever get rid of a Vraska's Contempt. Kind of want to just attack here. I'm not going to, though. Now, this is like cute Ravenous Chupacabra to do things with. So he missed lands that time. Oh no, he hit double land that time, rather. Sorry. He missed spells is what I meant to say. Alright. Is it ever okay to attack? I think it's okay to attack with this guy. Like, I would trade it for both of these. I would trade it for a Blossoming Defense and one of those. So, like, even if the boards trade off here, I'm not that upset. He saw no cards from us. Now, I'm definitely probably one of those guys. But I do love the card. I can agree with that statement entirely. So we have this guy and this guy, which feels pretty good here. Like, there's not even a lot of things he can play that profitably blocks right now. Yeah, that seems like something that he would have to do. Unfortunately, we need to, like, get to a Scarab or something, and then, like, that might not even be good enough. It's like, how good is it if he just untaps and plays Big Vraska? Which is something we don't even have access to in this build. Seems like it's just a game changer from here. Sure, that's a snake. Hopefully it doesn't do too much sneaking. It's going to do some sneaking, it appears. Oh, brutal. So now we can't even attack. Hello, fam. I think I still have to kill this first. I think there's a pretty good chance that he's got another Vraska's Contempt or like a Vraska or something. So like maybe I even want to try to get the 9 mana before I play Scarab if the board's stable. Well, definitely not blocking. I wonder what that means he has. It's just going to be 6 mana for the big dog, right? Oh, it's Carnage Tyrant. That's good. That's like problematic good. Alright, so that means I don't really get to think and I just have to jam this dude. Hope it's good enough. Because if it's not good enough, we have problems. We did build some blockers for next turn, but like I mean he's got double hash tap Oasis over there, so like probably a good chance he has Gear Hulk. How exactly does he still have 4 cards in his hand with more cards played? Yeah. Told you there was a pretty good chance he had that card. And that really puts us in a bad spot. It's kind of interesting that he's going to use it for mana. I was going to say he didn't attack with it, but yeah, I guess he's using it for mana. Yep. Yanti. Seems like this is a bad match for us. And it might be good enough to get us through a combat. He just has too many over-the-top spells that we can't handle. Find this to be an interesting sideboard card, because you would assume that he thinks I have this card as well. This card's actually pretty good here. In general, I think. Alright, well that's fun. Well, I can put 11 in front of it. I still have a chance when we draw Scarab God. Assuming he doesn't have like some kind of like blossoming defense or something this turn, then we're just dead. I think we still have a good chance if we draw Scarab God this turn. It's got to basically be exactly this turn though, and he can't add anything else to the board. He's adding something else to the board, so there goes that. Whatever. I tapped my mana wrong. I'm not untapping it. I'm definitely contempting the Hulk. And I guess that's not dead on board. Puts us at 4. No, it's pretty much dead on board because of the double aces. We just got destroyed this game. Opponent drew 12 spells that are like 7-ish. Wait. Sorry, 12 spells that are 9. And then like a lot of his spells gave him extra things. Like this gave him an extra card of mine. These gave him 3 extra lands. Like, none of our cards really gave us any value at all. Not sure what our plan is then. And we have to bring the Wildgrowths back in. Like, force them to use removal spells on them. Death Gorge Scavenger as well. In the world, he sideboard out. Does this do anything? Nope. He sideboard out Glints. He didn't play one this game. It's just 20 cards in his deck, though. He's going to show us this, too? Yeah, so we probably need to bring in Naturalizes, then? He's going to show us all of that. I probably need Naturalizes, don't I? Or maybe even Negates? Alright. Probably don't want Negates. Maybe Essence Scatters? Alright, get on my deck blossoming defense. We'll start with that. We'll shave at least one of these as well. Maybe the games don't go super long. Oh, that game took a while, didn't it? Kinda want to bring these in and just attack. Can't scare a T, that's true. Maybe I don't want the scatters. I guess I can scatter Gaunties and stuff, though. I think this match seems like it's pretty bad for us. I don't know how aggressive I can be. Looks like he has a whole lot of things to stop us from being aggressive. Let's go ahead and get the black mana and save the time. Hopefully he plays a Foul Orchard. Like, really want him to play the Foul Orchard there because we don't want him to be able to kill this and then untap and play his own and, like, steal our next turn as well. It kind of sucks that we had to get the black mana so we don't have the double green for this, but, like, if he doesn't have Fatal Push, we get a really good play. Did he really not have Fatal Push? Or is he just trying to get me to make a play like this? Oh, wow. That was sick. That was the sick nasty. And to think, I wanted to sideboard out Rishkar's out. Just a 2/3? Oh my gosh. The world is our oyster. I don't think I want that. We put 12 power in play already. And if he does have a removal spell for like this snake now, we can even kill the Jade Light Ranger and attack for 8. All right. Apparently we can be aggressive, Mister I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm gonna call you 23. Apparently we can be aggressive. You are correct. This was in fact a ticket, friend. You were not wrong. No, we put something in the graveyard for him. Huh. Okay. Huh. I don't really want to trade this for either of those. Don't really just want to play this either. I think I'm just going to attack for a 4/4 with a 4/4. If he wants to chump block it with one of these, I think I'm fine with that because we get his whole board. And he's not going to double block. If he does double block, we get the fatal push and like throw our hands in the air and wave them around like we just don't care. I think I'm going to kill that one. It's the one that can give him mana. Go ahead and put that on too. So you can hostage taker and remove a blocker next turn. Really? You think I should push and ballista his team? Like I can use this ballista at any point. I think I'd rather keep it in play for now. Like it's only bad versus blossoming defense, and if he's got, and then like if he's defensing something to save it from walking ballista, he can't save his other thing from hostage taker. I think I'd rather have a 2/2 than a dead ranger. Like a 2/2 that threatens to win the game on its own over a dead ranger anyway. Yeah, so like this is just game probably, or this is just game. He's going to put some number of counters on this. I'm going to respond and kill it. Then I'm going to hostage take this and attack for 8. Alright, so as long as I don't misclick or something, we've managed to acquire a pity chest. Which feels pretty solid. Not a lot, gamer. You showed up right at the wrong time. Right at the wrong time. Right in time to see us acquire a pity chest. Yeah, we had the stone nuts there. An opponent didn't have the answer to the winding constrictor, so. Well, I tried. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Anyway, let's see what's in our chest. Opened a Scarab God earlier. Don't think we'll get much better. We opened an Underground Sea and a Scarab God earlier, so hopefully this chest will be somewhat as good. It's what is this thing? Mirror Propagator and Angelic Course. I'm going to imagine both of those cards are worthless. But that's what our pity chest got us. We're just happy to get our money back. I gotta write a note for myself. want to post a board state James got later. Let me pull up the deck list real quick while we say our goodbyes. I've tried it in Gamer. It didn't really impress me. It seemed really awkward, but the version I tried was like the first Jim Davis build before people had really worked on the deck. So it was like back when the deck only had 20 land and stuff like that, and I was just getting extremely inconsistent draws with it. I'd like to try another build of it sometime that has a few more lands in it, you know, that's been like fleshed out a little bit more. But we didn't have much success with it when we did try. It was pretty fun though when it was actually working. It was like really fun when it was actually working, so at least that was good. I'm looking around to see who is hostable tonight. So like none of my peoples are on. So we'll probably give it to old Sparrows. Oh, Sparrows is actually playing Standard. Yeah, Sparrows is a good person to host in since he's playing Standard. Yeah, so for the build of the deck that we played tonight, these Wildgrowth Walkers weren't particularly impressive. The red deck we got paired versus just easily beat us even though we had this card. All of the Snake package and Ranger package, Branch Walk, Rishkar, like all of that package was pretty good. Our mana was really inconsistent the entire night. Again, this is a small sample size of 5 matches, but like I don't think it gets much better if we play more matches. So like the mana needs to be changed to even try this build. I really think only playing 2 Vraska's Contempts is like a huge thing that I don't like. I don't think I'd recommend this deck. I think if I wanted to play a Sultai Scarab Gods deck, that I would like probably go back to the Andrew Jessup shell and like start from there. Maybe cut Glints for Winding Constrictors and start from there. But I don't know if the blue's even worth it. You've been playing at your local GS for Standard, and you've had oh, you love it? Yeah, like it totally looked fun. I just the 20 lands was just never consistent for me. Rich, we ended up going 3-2 tonight. We beat a black-green snake deck because we got a nut draw in game 3. We beat a Grixis Phoenix deck. We lost to red deck wins. We lost to... Not actually sure what the other deck we lost to. I can't. For some reason, I have no memory. That's probably because I'm dumb. But let's see if we can see what we lost to real quick. So I remember we beat Snake, and I remember we lost to red. Oh, so we lost to a Grixis Energy deck as well. What was the other deck that we beat then? Because like we beat it pretty handedly. I don't remember what it was. I feel like it was just a oh, it was like some kind of brew. So we went 1-1 versus Grixis Phoenix, and we lost to red and beat black green. But overall, the deck didn't impress. I played the Mastermind deck on stream. I liked it quite a bit. I actually thought it was relatively strong. I think I played it very poorly. I think that's a deck that actually takes quite a bit of playtesting to play well. I also played the... I saw a new build of it today that looked pretty interesting. I'm like pretty keen on getting to try it at some point as well. But yeah, this is definitely going to do it for me tonight. I'm going to log off. It's past 11 here. I still have a few things I have to do, and I've not ate. But I hate to say a deck's bad, especially after 5 matches. But like, this just didn't appeal to me at all. Like, it did not feel like it was at a good starting zone. Felt like the mana was just too bad. It felt like a lot of the deck choices were like kind of weird. Like Blossoming Defense and Nista, and just don't seem like they go together. I've seen you play Approach a lot. Have you played? We played Blue Black Control once on stream. It should be on our YouTube channel, which there's a link down below for. It was, I don't know how tuned of a list it was. It was our good friend Ricky's list. I mean, he's put a lot of work into it. It wasn't, what I'm trying to say is I didn't put the work into it. I played a friend's list. So I shouldn't say that it's not tuned. That's misspeaking. But like, I didn't put the work into it. My friend Ricky did. So like, I can't really comment on how good or bad his build of the deck is because he's the one that has the results with it. And we've only played the 5 matches with it. But that's the only build that I've tried. Like, the blue-black decks haven't impressed me too much. They just seem weaker than the blue-white decks in general. Having to go to Commit in Memory or Consign in Oblivion to deal with Resolved Enchantments just is a place where I don't really want to go. I think Cast Out and Ixalan's Binding are incredibly powerful. And sure, it's cool to have Scarab God. Like, that's a great kill condition. And, like, Fatal Push and Vraska's Contempts are, like, wonderful cards, especially versus the red decks. But so, like, I'm willing to concede that the blue-black deck's better versus the red deck, but, like, I don't know that the blue-black decks even still beat the red decks consistently. And I think the blue-white deck has kind of better matchups across the board. But that's just my 2 cents on it. But anyway, you guys have listened to me ramble enough. I'm sure you don't care. But if you like what you're seeing, please give us a follow. We stream every single day. We stream 90% of our stream standards. Also, you can follow my Twitter link down below to see me argue with people, to see all the deck lists we play, and sometimes I'll like post, like I did today, a straw poll on what deck I'm going to play. Also, there's a link to my YouTube channel down below where you can see almost all of our past broadcasts. We try to update it almost daily. Overall, I wasn't impressed with the deck, but like I was saying, you know, it's just a 5-match sample size. Maybe there's a lot more tuning to do with the deck. Maybe I would have liked a different build better. Maybe I'm being biased because it's so different compared to the blue-white builds that I normally play. It's like really hard to judge a deck on five rounds. I will say that the local player who built the deck has won, like, he won a tournament for a dual land. He's top 8'd a PPTQ with it. He's won a couple Friday night, or won and or split a couple Friday Night Magics. And our Friday Night Magics aren't the weakest Friday Night Magics in the world. They're usually like 4 rounds with a top 4, so like up to 6 rounds, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying is incredibly hard or whatever, but the majority of the room actually play relatively strong decks. Play skills arguable, but like I'm just saying, it's like not the easiest Friday Night Magic. Like sometimes when you mention Friday Night Magics, people think it's just like 4 or 5 rounds of buys or whatever. But like our Friday Night Magic's definitely not 4 or 5 rounds of buys. That being said, you know, it's not a Grand Prix or an STG event or like even a PPTQ either. But like it's a pretty reasonable group of guys. Well, I shouldn't say guys. We have females that play as well. A pretty reasonable group of players. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to get some food. Sorry for rambling so long. But yeah, he's had a lot of success with it and he likes it. Anyway, take care everybody. And I appreciate you guys watching us today.